Hello fellow initiates, it's DSDude464 here with another video for Hunt Showdown. So, before we get to the main part of the video, a couple things I wanted to say really quick. First of all, I want to remind you all to be sure to sign up for the closed alpha that is coming up this January if you haven't done that already. I have the link down in the description below, so really make sure that you hit that and sign up if you haven't already. It does look like you can sign up with as many emails as you want, so just have at it, try and get into that alpha. I'm super excited, hoping I get in. There's no guarantee that I'm going to, but I'm really hoping that I will. The other thing I wanted to mention really quick is I just wanted to apologize for kind of being MIA the past couple of weeks. I've been really sick. I don't know, you might be able to still hear it in my voice. Getting over, at first I think I had like the flu and then a cold and then like a stomach virus. It was just back to back to back. It was horrible. But I am back. I should be back on schedule, so you can expect a video a week. Whether that's going to be Hunt Showdown or something else. I'm thinking about covering a few different games that are coming out. One I'm really interested in is Soul Calibur 5. If you'd be interested in that or any other game, put it in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check them out and possibly make some videos on them. So, on to the actual video for today. I thought it might be fun to go over the monsters we know so far for Hunt Showdown. We're going to start with what I believe are going to be, like the least dangerous and work our way up the list. I also wanted to point out that the devs have said that each of the monsters are sort of a step in an evolution. So that means like the zombies are the first level, and then they evolve into the armor, which then evolves further from there. So, starting out, we have some good old-fashioned zombies. Now, they seem like your run-of-the-mill video game zombies that are able to wield weapons, and that's a good thing. It's tried and true, people enjoy it, it's fun. We also know that they are attracted to sound that is caused by the player, whether that's walking too close to a dying horse or a flock of weapons, finding your weapon, whatever that is. One of the really cool things about these zombies is that shooting them in different places has different effects. Say if they're holding a torch or a knife that they're trying to hit you with, if you shoot them in the arm, it will make them drop that weapon. If you're being swarmed by a whole bunch of them, then you can shoot them in the legs to drastically slow them down. And, obviously, headshots are an insta-kill with most weapons, so make sure you're aiming for those heads. Now, these zombies don't seem to do a lot of damage on their own, but they usually travel in packs, and it's quite easy to be swarmed by a mob of these monsters, so be sure not to let your guard down just because you think, they're just zombies. Next, we have Hellhounds. These are apparently pretty nasty. In the dev streams that we've seen so far, they said that if these buggers catch your scent, then you're in for quite the ordeal. Unfortunately, because they know this, we haven't yet been able to actually see them in combat, because the devs were very quick to take them out before anything happened. And I just think that goes to show how dangerous they actually are, and I think they should be quite fun to go up against. Now, next we have what the devs are calling an armor. Now, this armor is basically a zombie that was on its next level of evolution. The devs stated that they were in a cocoon as they were evolving to the next level and broke out of it as you approached. Due to this, they still have a lot of that cocoon attached to their body, which acts as an armor that protects them from a lot of damage that you may cause them. They said that the quickest way to take them out is either focus down one specific area so it breaks down the armor there and gets to the flesh, or to burn it. Fire is definitely the quickest way to take them out, so make sure that you and your partner have at least one firebomb between the two of you. Up next, we have the Hive. Now, the Hive is a pretty nasty looking monster, and it also appears to be the next step in the evolutionary line. It appears that the Hive is a zombie that has become infested with a large number of what I can only call demon insects. These demon insects have turned the human body into a host for their hive. This is one of the few ranged enemies that we will be facing off against. They can launch a swarm of these demonic insects at your hunter that actually deal quite a bit of damage, with poison damage on top of that. So you definitely want to make sure that you're extremely careful with these guys. They can definitely do a lot of damage before you even realize they're there. Next, we have a meathead. Meatheads are giant, bloated, humanoid creatures with no head, in place of where the head should be. In place of where the head should be, there's only large leeches writhing and wriggling out of its neck. They appear to be a mix of both range and melee damage. They send leeches at you to deal some damage, and can slash you with what appears to be a large knife if you wander too close. These, again, look pretty nasty and honestly pretty terrifying to face, and I can't wait to face them down. So for now, those are sort of the main mob monsters that we'll be facing off in the game. You know, the normal run-of-the-mill monsters that will just be wandering about. And so next we have our bounty monsters. The first being the spider. The spider is an extremely fast-moving monster that darts from cover to cover, making quick strikes as it moves. The spider also deals poison damage on top of the regular damage from the strikes. It seems to have health on the lower end, but it is extremely hard to hit. These spiders look and sound terrifying, and I can't wait to go up against them. And finally, we have the Butcher. The Butcher is a large humanoid monster that is either wearing a pig's head or has a pig's head for its own head. It also carries a very large blade that it uses to attack. It appears to be a heavy hitter with a lot of health, and that's why it's actually last on my list. I think it appears to be the most dangerous monster that you could go up against, and you really need to make sure that you approach it with as much care and planning as possible. I really think that you should not go in there without a plan and some traps to really try and take this thing down as quickly as possible. Now, that's currently all of the monsters that we know will be in the game. To some, it may not appear like a lot, but I think it's actually going to be more than enough simply based on how this game plays. On top of that, the devs have already said that they are planning to add more monster as the games continue forward. All of these monsters look amazing and really honestly terrifying, and I can't wait to just blast them away when I finally get my hands on this game. You guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Once again, follow that link in the description below to sign up for the closed alpha. I also, as always, have the link to the official Discord down there below. And, please leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video. And remember, hunt together or die alone.